Formula One hits, Austin 2025, schedule, spots, insider tips, and why it's huge. Austin, get ready. The roar of Formula One is back, and the city is about to turn into a playground for speed lovers, party seekers, and global fans chasing adrenaline under the Texas sun. From the thunder of engines at the Circuit of the Americas to the tacos sizzling downtown, this week isn't just about racing. It's a full-blown festival of music, motion, and magic. Buckle up, because we're diving deep into the Austin Grand Prix 2025. What's happening, where to be, and how to make every moment count. Hey everyone, Austin Explorer here. Welcome back to the channel where we uncover the wildest, weirdest, and most unforgettable experiences in the heart of Texas. And let me tell you, this week Austin is not just weird, it's legendary. Formula One has landed, and the 2025 U.S. Grand Prix at the Circuit of the Americas is revving up to be one of the biggest events the city's ever seen. Whether you're a lifelong gearhead or just tagging along for the vibes, I've got everything you need. The full schedule, history, insider food spots, traffic hacks, and why this race is way more than cars on a track. It's the ultimate Austin moment. Picture this, the skyline glowing pink at sunset, the hum of engines echoing from southeast Austin, and tens of thousands of fans pouring into COTA with flags, cameras, and cowboy hats. Race week kicks off Thursday, and it's jam-packed. Practice sessions at 2:30 and 5:30 p.m. let drivers get a feel for the track. Friday brings more heat with final practice at 1:30 p.m., followed by qualifying at 6. Saturday? Absolute chaos in the best way. The sprint race at 4:30 p.m. is short, wild, and unpredictable. Then Sunday, it's go time. The U.S. Grand Prix starts at noon Pacific, 2 p.m. local. 200 miles of speed, drama, and heart-stopping moments await on Austin's curves. And if you haven't downloaded the official F1 app yet, do it. It's the only way to keep up with live timing, pit strategies, and those photo finish replays. But before we burn rubber, let's talk history. Formula One wasn't born in America. It was born from post-war Europe's obsession with speed back in 1950. Yet somehow, Austin made it its own. When the Circuit of the Americas opened in 2012, it wasn't just another racetrack, it was a statement. Designed by Hermann Tilke, the mastermind behind some of the world's most iconic circuits, COTA combines old-school technical corners with modern spectacle. Turn 1 alone is a monster, a 133-foot climb straight off the start line, where drivers go from 200 miles per hour to crawling speed in a single heartbeat. Add the S's inspired by Silverstone, the long back straight that lets cars hit 215 miles per hour, and that final sector designed for daring overtakes. COTA is both art and chaos. It wasn't easy for F1 to win America's heart. Before Austin, U.S. fans had only scattered races in cities like Detroit, Phoenix, or Indianapolis, but none captured the country's spirit. Then Netflix dropped Drive to survive. Suddenly, F1 wasn't just a sport. It was a soap opera on wheels. Rivalries, politics, heartbreak, glory, it had everything. By 2023, U.S. viewership exploded by over 40%, and Austin became the unofficial capital of F1 in America. The Grand Prix weekend now draws nearly 500,000 fans, rivaling festivals like Coachella or South by Southwest. That's not just sports, it's culture. So why does it matter? Because F1 in Austin isn't just a race, it's a reflection of how global the city's become. Walk through the fan zone and you'll hear accents from everywhere. British fans in bucket hats, Brazilians waving flags, Dutch fans dressed in orange, and locals proudly showing up in cowboy boots and Red Bull caps. It's international energy wrapped in Texas attitude. Every year, COTA transforms into a melting pot of music, culture, and raw passion. Now, let's talk survival, because Austin during race week can test even the bravest explorer. First rule, traffic is the enemy. Expect gridlock on Highway 130 and FM 8-12 hours before lights out. Best hack? Arrive early, leave late, or better yet, don't drive at all. Rideshare prices surge like rocket launches, so plan ahead. Scooters and e-bikes are lifesavers for short hops between parking zones and festival areas. If you're camping nearby, you're living the dream. Sunrise track walks and campfire stories with strangers who end up lifelong friends. Now, let's talk fuel, the edible kind. Forget the overpriced hot dogs at the stands. If you want real Austin flavor, head to Rainy Street or East 6th. Veracruz All Natural has tacos that should be illegal. crispy migas, avocado, and salsa that'll make you forget the lap count. Terry Black's BBQ near Barton Springs, brisket so tender it practically apologizes for melting in your mouth. And Chilantro's Korean BBQ tacos hit that sweet fusion note between smoky and spicy. And if you're chasing caffeine or the perfect Instagram moment, Joe's Coffee on South Congress is where everyone goes for that "I love you so much" wall photo. You'll spot influencers, race crews, and maybe even a driver incognito under sunglasses. Finding a bed during race week is another sport entirely. Downtown hotels sell out months in advance, and prices skyrocket faster than an F1 car on the back straight. If you're lucky, you'll snag a room at the Line Austin for about $150 a night. Minimalist design, pool views, and easy access to the action. Want to save cash? Airbnb in East Austin is your best bet. Cool vibe, cheaper rates, and local hosts who might even throw in parking passes or shuttle tips. For the adventurous, hostels near 6th Street or shared lofts around South 1st give you walking access to nightlife at half the cost. Speaking of nightlife, Race Week turns Austin into one massive after party. From warehouse raves in East Austin to rooftop lounges downtown, every night has something. The official Coda music lineup includes headliners like Imagine Dragons and Megan Thee Stallion this year. And even if you skip the concerts, the bars and pop-ups downtown are packed with live acts. Last year, Post Malone showed up trackside. This year, rumor has it Travis Scott might drop in for a surprise set. Whether that happens or not, Austin's nightlife doesn't need a headliner. It's always electric. And that's the beauty of it. F1 may bring the flash, but it's the city that brings the soul. Between the races, wander. Stroll down South Congress for vintage stores and boot shops. Cool off in Barton Springs. Yes, locals actually swim there year-round. Check out the art murals in East Austin or hit Zilker Park for sunset. Austin's not just hosting F1, it's performing alongside it. If you're wondering how big this event's become, here's a stat. Last year, F1's global audience topped 500 million. In Austin alone, the race pumped over $700 million into the local economy. Hotels, restaurants, Uber drivers, merch vendors, you name it, everyone wins. The race isn't just entertainment, it's an economic engine. And that's why every October, even non-fans get caught up in the energy. You might not know Verstappen from Leclerc, but you'll still feel the rumble when the engines fire up across the hill country. And speaking of drivers, this season's lineup is hotter than Texas asphalt in July. Max Verstappen's chasing yet another record, but don't count out Hamilton, who's been rejuvenated with his move to Ferrari. American driver Logan Sargent is still trying to make waves with Williams, and fans here go wild when they see that U.S. flag on the grid. Add rookies like Oliver Bearman and old favorites like Alonso still refusing to retire, and you've got a grid that's pure dynamite. Every overtake, every pit stop, every moment is theater. Austin also stands out because of how close fans can get. Unlike Monaco's yachts or Silverstone's fences, COTA feels intimate. You can walk right up to the fan zones, watch the teams work on cars, even catch a glimpse of drivers heading to the paddock. The smell of fuel, the heat of the tarmac, the buzz of anticipation. It's sensory overload. When the lights go out on Sunday and the engines hit full scream, there's nothing like it. And yet, it's not all about adrenaline. There's community here. The volunteers guiding traffic, the local vendors serving barbecue, the families watching from hilltops. They're what make this more than a race. F1 brings the world, but Austin makes it home. Now let's get real for a second. Prices can be wild. Parking alone can cost $100. Bottled water goes for $5, and merch starts at $40. But here's how to beat the system. Bring a refillable water bottle, pack snacks, and shop local stands outside the track for cheaper souvenirs. Want to save on views? General admission hill tickets give you incredible panoramas for a fraction of the price, especially at Turn 1 and Turn 11. Bring binoculars, sunscreen, and patience. You'll thank me later. So, what's next? After the checkered flag drops Sunday, don't rush out. Traffic will be a nightmare anyway, so stay for the after-race concert, grab a cold beer, and soak in the last golden hour over the track. That moment when the engines fade and the crowd starts singing along, it's pure Austin. Formula One's arrival each year reminds us why this city matters. It's creative, rebellious, loud, and full of life. It's tech and tacos, art and asphalt, all blended together. The Grand Prix is the one time of year when Austin feels both global and local. Texan pride wrapped in international flair. So, if you're hitting the track this week, remember, hydrate, plan ahead, and bring that adventurous spirit. The race is just the start. The real story is the city that hosts it. Drop a comment with your favorite F1 memory, or tell me which driver you're rooting for this year. Hit that like button if you're as hyped as I am for race week, and don't forget to subscribe for more Austin hacks, guides, and behind-the-scenes adventures. This is Austin Explorer, signing off. Whether you're in the stands, downtown, or watching from home, keep exploring, stay curious, and let's make this Grand Prix one for the history books. See you at the track, friends. Austin Explorer out.